Ira Epstein with your morning flash update. This update is for the morning of Friday. We're at the 9th of August, 2024, and we're just getting on here just after about 8:25 a.m. Central Time. Well, I swear to you, 25 minutes ago, all these markets were in the green. Now they're in the red. So they're just falling back. You're churning away in these markets. We're looking at China, a little bit of help on their CPI numbers. I write about that in my full research today. You'll notice I didn't start off with any news, and that's because there is none. Today, there's no U.S. economic data out, which means this is a day trader's delight. What do I mean by that? Traders will be looking for highs and lows to hit in and out of the market. It's a pivot point day, and I'll talk about that in a moment here. Dollar index down 7, up 2 in the euro. You can see not much movement happening here. Japanese yen still holding on, up another 25 points. Bitcoin got up last night to 63,000. It's given back a chunk of that so far. The question is, will it be able to hold on there? And instead of down days now in bonds and notes, which we've had for a succession of days as we've added back some yield, you can see right here that both markets are up. There's a big argument going on in the marketplace right now, a huge one. Does the Fed go 25 basis points, not even 50, come September? It's too soon. The one thing that you saw happen, and I think I guided you in the right direction here, is when the calls came out for 75 basis point emergency cuts, I said, no, that is not right. It sends all the wrong messages. And as it turns out, now that you're just going to be, by the end of Monday, a couple of weeks away from what the Fed does, I don't think that'll happen. Now, we do want to see the CPI on Tuesday coming up, PPI on Wednesday. They're going to be important numbers. They'll either bake in this idea that inflation has peaked and it's on its way down and gives the Fed some runway to make some moves. And then the question for the Fed is, what do they think? And they have time to make that decision, as they'll get another set of jobs report before they have to make that. In addition, they're going to get a couple of weeks of employment claims. And, you know, yesterday's rally happened because the initial claims, well, as you saw, they fell rather hard. And I'm going to repeat, the jobs report was distorted off of Hurricane Beryl and then the tornadoes it caused in the Midwest. And immediately yesterday, you saw the jobless claims fall. Texas, Minnesota, exactly the areas you would think this is going to happen. All right? So as we take a look today, a small rally in the grains, and typical of a weekend. You go in and you're wondering where you're at. But this weekend's different because on Monday you get the supply-demand report, and that's the last big report before actual harvest kicks off. So you want to pay close attention to it. Obviously, the corn harvest will be the first one that we take a good look at. And this report that's coming up should give us a better idea and start and cement in acreage, yields, and things of that nature. So as you can see, as we're talking, the market even falling a bit more right through here. I find that interesting. And in the gold market, I think the support is the 18-day average, which is just a little bit under this morning's lows. We'll see how that all plays out. As I said, I think this is going to be about pivot points today. And pivot points are real interesting. They look at a prior day's range, and there's a formula they come up with. They find a center line via the formula, and then you're trying to sell at resistance points above the market, buy points under it. I tie into it slow stochastics, and I find that it really improves looking at it and gives you an idea as to what it is. Now, I use it also to adjust entry points for positioning and exit points to come out of markets. So it's not limited, go in here, come out there. It's a 3-part video series. If you take it, you're going to find that your own charting software most likely contains pivot points. This gives you a different way to use it. IraEpstein.com. Move your cursor to the top up here if you'd like. You'll see an icon that'll take you there. You'll be on our free offers page, and choose the other offerings you'd like as well. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great weekend, and I'll catch up with everybody Monday morning in this morning video. Take care.